man. How you doing? How you doing, family?
Cooling, cooling. Same shit, different day. Trying to get to it. Regular
Yeah,
shit. You
yeah,
straight?
yeah, yeah, man.
Straight?
You know
How
what
you doing,
was,
brother?
man? I'm doing good, man. Just everyday living. You know what I mean? I'm doing good, man. Taking care of these children of mine, and you know what I mean. So
Yeah.
yeah, man.
Got my
But
daughter with me
work,
right now too for the weekend.
that's tight. Hell yeah. That's what really, man. That's really what it's all about, though. The you know what I'm saying, the youth. You know what I mean. And that's what it's about. The kids, for real. So
No
hell
cap.
yeah, yeah, man. So how you been doing, man?
Shit, cooling. Niggas just been working hard, trying to
Yeah,
take over the
yeah,
city.
yeah, man. I see y'all been going, man. Y'all been going up, man. But yeah, man. I want to get right into it, man. Um, you know, LA politics. How do you feel?
You,
I mean, far as LA politics and how it affects business relationships. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. I mean, shit, depending on the business that you're trying to do, it's a lot of politics out here for sure. You know what I'm saying? Like, rapping and like shit, everything, clothing, all this social media shit, that shit. Politics be mixing a little bit with that, like depending on who you associate yourself
Yeah,
with or where you grew up at, where you from, all this shit you gotta, you know what I'm saying, move strategic, you know what I'm saying, and do shit certain ways based on, you know what I'm saying, there's a lot of haters or
yeah,
supporters either way, depending on what side of the politics you land on and shit. Gangbanging a big part of the culture out here and shit. So everybody got somebody that gangbang in a circle or something like that. You know what I mean? But really, like
yeah,
trying to
for
be
sure.
professional, that shit really shouldn't matter at all. But end of the day, it's still LA. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I definitely and I stay up on all the what's going on with LA and what I'm saying as far as the politics and stuff like that. So yeah, I could definitely understand that. You know what I mean? How do you know what I mean? How do you personally feel about you know the whole beef with Draco and what I mean YG?
Shit, really, shit. I can't even say like Draco really beef with YG that long type of shit. That was just like some newer shit, but I guess it just go along with all the other shit he beef with and shit like that. But
Hmm.
that shit lame as hell, really. I mean, them niggas, I mean, shit, they knew each other, like, you know what I'm saying, before all this shit, before niggas being popular and rapping and all that shit. And then,
Mm.
yes, the politics kind of just cross over into that and then turn into what it is today type of shit. But yeah, really,
Yeah,
they were beefing over like nothing, like over some, like, you know what I'm saying? Just shit that don't got nothing to do with neither one of them, but you know what I'm saying? It's politics, so that shit cross over and then it just get, you know what I'm saying, spread out. But ultimately, like, he not the biggest beef that Draco had. He's just like a bigger artist that Draco beef with, in a sense, if you call it.
mm.
He just kind of like tag team in with niggas that really beef with Draco type shit. So like it be looking good on the internet, like, or I guess it be looking like it's such a big beef between them two niggas, but really like it wasn't even that big between them. He way from Compton somewhere, like, you know what I'm saying, some shit like that, or Paramount or some shit like way on the other side. Like he not even the immediate people that Draco was beefing with. He just associated with them people, so that tied together type shit.
Yeah, yeah. You know, it's crazy because even with what I'm saying, the album, the games just did, the documentary 3, when I was
Yeah, I
looking at,
seen that.
yeah, man, and you know what? When I was looking at the track list, I'm not gonna hold you up. I was like, damn, he got Draco on here. You know what I'm saying? But
Okay.
that just let me, you know what I mean? That let me know, like, he was really one of the ones. How do you feel? Have you had the time to actually listen to the song?
Yeah, I been heard that shit. I been heard
Mm,
that. I'm a go type shit. He was sitting on it for a minute. I think that nigga Wack had invited Draco to the studio with him, and they got a couple in or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
Game kind of stay like neutral and all that shit. Like it be seeming like Draco beef with all the Bloods or some shit like that, but it ain't
yeah,
really that. You know what I mean? It's like a selective few, and then whoever
yeah.
like they allies is kind of join in. But Game, like I say, he way from Compton too, just like YG type shit. So it ain't really no like beef with that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
YG on some internet shit, like that shit just internet beef with Draco type shit. It just turned out to be what it was.
wow.
But
You know what I mean?
okay.
I definitely feel like Draco. It's so crazy because me being from Detroit, you know what I'm saying? I'm tapped in with the whole, you know what I'm saying, with a lot of different people. And when I seen that, I was just like, wow. You know, it just seemed like he really just getting his just due. You know what I'm saying? Far as the recognition and stuff like that.
No, you from here, you know, like Draco, like was one of them ones everybody inspired by him. But the fact that he like was an independent artist all the way through, he didn't really sign with no major label and shit. It'll seem like he ain't as popular as the next nigga that signed to a label. But for sure, like based off his streams, he getting more money than them niggas type shit like that. And then like it's like when you die type shit in this industry, like that's probably when people start giving you your flowers even more, or more people tune into it or some shit like that. So
Yeah,
that's probably why like his name more so everywhere now, because you know what I'm saying, it's after his passing and shit. But dead or alive type shit, he's still, you know what I'm saying, running laps around everybody still to this day. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
man. And you know what? One thing I was telling when I had interviewed K7, between it's
Oh
a
yeah,
few
yeah, that's
artists. Yeah, man. Shout out to K7.
yeah,
It's a
my
few
boy.
artists I wish I could have met. Draco, Pac, you know what I'm saying? It's just certain artists, Nipsey, definitely, that I wish I could have met before, they untimely demise. Um,
Okay.
yeah,
They all
yeah.
legends. They all got like big persona, like big energy persona,
They,
like they characters speak volume type shit. Like when you're around them, I got a chance to be around both of them actually, Nipsey and Draco. You know what I'm saying? Draco obviously a lot more than Nip, but Nip, like his grandma house was on the same street as my grandma house type shit. But he just a little
oh,
older than me,
wow.
so yeah, so like I seen him like when he was on the streets passing out CDs back in the day and shit like that, you know what I'm saying, before the world seen him too. And even with him, like after his demise, that's like when people start giving him his recognition more than, you know what I'm saying, when he was here, people appreciated it. Like if you know, you know, but afterwards everybody start, you know what I'm saying, doing their research and digging in like, wow, this dude was like a big thing for sure. Same for
Yeah,
Draco type shit.
yeah, definitely,
Like,
man. Hell yeah. I would, you know what I'm saying? OTM, you know what I'm saying? Them being independent, music, you know what I'm saying, music career relationship, and then you know what I mean. What? How did you get into managing OTM? You know what I'm saying. What made you take? What made you want to manage OTM?
shit, really like it wasn't even really a want. It was more like they just they like our little brothers. Like I was already managing like, you know what I'm saying, Draco and like pretty much the whole Sting team when Draco like discovered them type shit. They was sending them music and shit, freestyles and shit. He ended up like fucking with they shit like that,
Hmm.
and then, you know what I'm saying, brought him in slowly. And then just off the fact that like I was already doing all of the like manager type duties, like they can't kind of just came in and fell under my wing type of shit. But through all the little time and
Mm,
shit, we grew obviously way closer and shit like that because we like working and they work ethic is crazy, just as crazy as Draco's or Ralphie's or some shit like that. So you know what I'm saying? Them having that work ethic
yeah,
and me being able to do the things that I do, it just kind of like just tied in that way type of shit. Just fell into place type of shit. So yeah, I really
yeah.
wasn't on no like, oh, I'm
That's
a manager. I just yeah, since I had like a clothing line and shit like that, I already knew how to do certain things, like as far as like public relations and you know what I'm saying, responding to people a certain way with a kind of like business etiquette and shit like that. So it just like fell into the hands like type shit. Like it was just meant to be type shit.
yeah, yeah. Yeah. And then you know what? The thing about it is, I watched them from like pretty much almost. I don't want. I'm not gonna say day one, but from when they started out, you know what I mean, and to see where they have, you know, just to see the growth of where they then got to now. You know what I
Hell yeah.
mean? It's yeah, man. It's them dogging them, man. Them boys is going up for real.
No cap.
Um,
Sky's the limit with them little niggas. They got too much potential. Like that's what Draco realized early. He had a good eye for talent type shit. So like with OTM, he seen, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying, what they was on. And then with them, they seen what Draco was on. They pretty much they like 25, 26. So they pretty much like grew up listening to Draco since they was like 12, 13 type shit, you know what I mean? So that inspiration right there like
yeah,
drove them to the artists that they are today. Like they follow pretty much a majority of his blueprint in a sense. Like
yeah. That's tight. That's definitely tight. So let me just ask you this. Pretty much, you know, I know you do fashion and stuff like that. What what made you wanted to, you know, basically wanted to get into, you know what I mean, into fashion?
shit. Really, a nigga just always been like on some fly shit. Like when I was in high school, like I used to be buying all the forces and shit. I used to go get this like iron on paper from like Walmart or some shit, like wherever they had it at. That it's like transfer paper. You could iron a image onto a T-shirt type shit. So in high school, I was doing that, like
Mm,
making my own trip to match my forces on some custom shit like that. Then like after high school, I was on some like secret society shit. It wasn't even on no like I want to be a fashion designer. I made loyalty and royalty on some like some shit for like you know what I'm saying, like-minded individuals, kings and queens type shit to come together no matter where you at and like eliminate all the barriers that we be facing and like you know what I'm saying, wherever we come from. Cause it's not only in LA where like politics, gang banging and race and all the other shit get in the way. So I made loyalty and royalty on some
yeah,
like secret society type shit. Then I made like a logo and I put it on a t-shirt. And when I did that, niggas was like, "Oh, let me buy that shirt," type shit. So from there, I'm like, "Oh shit, I probably could do
mm,
this shit." Then I really made an official design. It was like this bandana print jersey type shit on a t-shirt. And then like that's when I like kind of went crazy. Like the whole LA like pretty much was buying my shit. I had like red, blue, you know what I'm saying, black, white, all the like basic essential colors. So then like yeah, that one design right there kind of like pushed me like damn, this a clothing line now more so than the secret societies. I mean, obviously it's like meaning behind everything and all that. Nah, nah.
yeah,
All right. Yeah, so it's meaning behind like you know what I'm saying, it's more meaning behind my brand than anything. Like everything means something when I put my brand together. Like 1218, that's like L is like the 12th letter, R is like the 18th letter type shit. So I'll be using those numbers type shit in my designs, like on some secret society shit, like you know what I'm saying, if you know type shit. So yeah, it just kind of like, you know what I'm saying, fell into place like that. And the fact that I was always, you know what I'm saying, on some fresh shit, it just made it easy for me to like mix that in and turn it into a clothing brand and shit like that. Okay. And it's crazy because those exact numbers, 12, 18, I used to throw events on like December 18th, like every year, like for my brand, I used to throw events like all the time, like loyalty and royalty, like pop ups, performances, whatever. And unfortunately, like when Draco passed at that Once Upon a Time shit, that shit was on 1218. That shit was crazy. It was like the like craziest shit ever. Like, and I didn't put that together. We got invited to that. It just so happened to be on 1218 day two. So that number just like even mean even more now type shit. Like you know what I'm saying, because that's when the date that we lost Draco in a sense. It's pretty crazy type shit. Hell yeah.
When everything,
Say that again, brother. That shit was skipping. It was skipping. What you say, brother?
well,
Say it again.
at
Yeah, you said the once upon a time. This shit bogus. I don't know if it's my service. This shit tweaking. Mm. That shit cut out, brother. Nah, that shit cutting in and out. There you go. I think you back now though. What you had said? Hell yeah, yeah. I was
when you know
managing.
what I mean, when everything,
Hell yeah, I was managing that whole little event and shit. I was actually there like all day. I on at like 2 p.m. Like I seen the whole little. I seen like pretty much all the different artists like that was there type of shit. Come and go type shit. Draco performance was like later in the night type shit. So a lot of the people that really fuck with Draco, like as far as on like the his side type of shit, they already like left by the time he got there type shit. So we was, you know what I'm saying, there on some shit like we're only the people we came with, you know what I'm saying, versus like whoever was in the industry, like all them people was there already type shit. They all kind of like stuck through and shit like that. Yeah, I was there for sure.
yeah,
Okay. Yeah, that shit was a crazy
damn, man,
situation. Okay.
yeah.
That shit was
Man, I
ghetto as
know,
fuck. We had the
I definitely know.
we did like Rolling Loud like the week before. Like, and mind you, like as far as the Stink Team, we never really did no like festivals. Like most of the homies always been in jail and shit. So we kind of like missed all the festival type festivities type shit. So this was like our first year doing festivals. We did Rolling Loud. That shit was like so professional and like, you know what I'm saying, organized and shit like that. And then Once Upon a Time, on the other hand, that shit was just ghetto as a bitch. Like, but they still was just like extra out. Like they was like they only gave us a little bit of tickets, like as far as who could come with us and like all type of shit. And then like the backstage part and shit was just ghetto. It seemed like a prison yard and shit. Like that shit wasn't organized at all. That shit was ghetto as a bitch. Sheesh. This shit skipping, brother. Is my shit skipping?
Can you hear me?
Your shit keep going out. Is my shit skipping?
I don't know. Is it?
No, do I look
It
like I'm
could
pausing?
be.
Yeah, like do I like in the interview am I pausing like or
Yeah, it's kind of yeah,
oh, okay,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. It's kind of skipping.
yeah, from my side, it ain't really doing that. But
Yeah.
say, what about his pops though?
I was seeing an interview. Well, I know his pops just did an interview saying that his pops was just he had an interview with somebody like Underbelly, and he was saying that
Yeah,
Draco was saying that they try to, you know what I'm saying? That they try to get him at Rolling Loud, which he was saying
nah,
that was
oh that,
like a week before, or like 6 days
nah, nah.
before the Once Upon a Time.
Yeah, nah. I was at Rolling Loud too. Like nobody. It was like during like social distancing time, like right after coronavirus and shit. Like nobody tried nothing at Rolling Loud. It was too many police and all that. I can't say that I know that story. And for a fact, like if that was the case, like we would have been going to Once Upon a Time knowing, you know what I'm saying, something like that was happening. We had like no idea type of shit. Nobody tried us at no Rolling Loud for sure
Yeah.
at all. They didn't try us. That
Okay.
it would have had the idea that something like that was possible. I mean, we obviously thought we was gonna get into it with people because there was a lot of people on the flyer that we
Mhm.
really didn't, you know what I'm saying, fuck with. But yeah, nobody tried to like touch Draco at Rolling Loud for us to be like, oh yeah, these niggas want Draco. Like, nah, that's not a thing. That did not happen. Maybe you
Man,
talking
listen,
about,
I guess no, go ahead.
yeah, maybe his pops is talking about like maybe I don't know. So I didn't watch the interview, but maybe like somebody might have told him that that was their plan or something. But Draco never told none of us. Like, yeah, these niggas was up there trying to get like that was never a thing. I never heard of that one. Nah, not me. And
Mm,
I'm like the first people that's gonna get the information because I gotta pass the information along to all the homies and shit like that. As far as like where we going, where we meeting at, what's going on and shit like that. So me personally, I didn't hear I didn't experience nobody trying to do nothing
mm,
to us at Rolling Loud, and I didn't hear nothing like that.
right, right. Um, how, how was that day? You know what I'm saying? How if you could walk me through like that particular day of um you know what I'm saying, Once Upon a Time Festival, you know what I'm saying? How was that day like? Was it anything, you know what I'm saying, like was anything like all for like, you know what I'm saying? Like just take, you know what I mean? Like how was that day for y'all? You know what I mean? Like if you if you
Shit.
could remember that particular day.
I mean, for the most part, like I said, I went early, like at 2. We ended up going to the dressing room and shit. Like they had a little jersey in there for Draco, like on some custom shit for the show. Like I said, it was ghetto as a bitch. Like they didn't really have no like organization. So like all throughout the day, you'll see like different niggas getting into it. Like I was seeing like Bloods on Bloods getting into it, Crips getting into it with niggas. Like I was seeing a lot of ghetto shit. So boom, then. So like I said, I was there from like 2 to like to the
Damn.
end of it. Draco, he was like late, like even later than his
Yeah.
performance was supposed to be. That nigga was at his house like looking for his phone and shit or some shit like that. So it took him a little while to get up there. But yeah, for the most part, like you feel me, Tico came in. I told him like this shit ghetto, like you feel me, like this shit is exciting, but it's not the same excitement as Rolling Loud. Like you feel me, I'm all for the bullshit, so I'm like nigga not saying nigga scared, but I'm like this motherfucker ghetto up in here, brother. I told him that as soon as he pulled up. Yeah, he like roll the window up if it's smoke. We want all of it, like word for word. He said that to me. I laughed at him. I'm like, you crazy? So, boom, like we had to go through the gate. I had to get them like through the gate through the security check. Security was being extraed out. Like they made all of them get out the car. They took our security guard like mace, knives, whatever, all his weapons or whatever. Then we had to like, you know what I'm saying? I walked him to where he had to go park at. As we going to go park, we like walked by all the niggas that was supposedly like his ops or haters or whatever. They all just mean mugging and shit. When I'm on the outside, like walking Draco and them all under tent, and they just mean mugging and shit. And Draco, I guess, feel the energy, so he rolled the window down because I'm like out there with myself. He like, "What's up? Y'all know who it is?" Like, you know what I'm saying? You know the truth type shit, whatever he'll say type shit. So that shit was like, you know what I'm saying, the heated ass little walk to our parking. Then like after we got the car, like I guess somebody tried to like we was trying to get on the cart to go to like the soccer stadium because it was on the other side of the whole venue because we was at the the little artist section. I guess somebody tried to like take one of the homies' chains or some shit like that, and then they told Draco that, and then Draco instantly like took his mind off of doing the show and went to go be the aggressor. Not necessarily the aggressor, but to be like who tripping, like who on the bro type shit like that. Like he spent off like damn, like what's going on type shit. Like who tried to get up on the bro, and that's when we all kind of follow suit. But he did that by himself because he wasn't really going to like you know what I'm saying start nothing or nothing like that. But he just like you feel me, he protective over his
No,
friends. So
right.
he like, yeah, homies like nobody gonna touch my friends type shit on some shit like that. So then yeah, he was like way in the front. I'm like way on the other side, like talking to the lady to get the carts. I have to like sprint away from her to go run up to catch up to him. And then when I got up to him, he arguing and shit, going back and forth with niggas. And then from there, like you feel me, we just started fighting and shit, like you feel me, on some shit like that. And then
Damn.
he was probably there, I say like 15 minutes tops, Draco himself before we start fighting. Me, I was there all day, so I was seeing a whole bunch of different shit. But me and a couple of the homies, like
Yeah.
K7, De Niro, we was already all up there. But yeah, as far as when Draco got there, we started fighting like 15 minutes after he got there, type shit.
Damn. So, oh, okay. Because I always heard that it was something. Because they always said like, yeah, it was one of the homies that was there like all day, and you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
So
yeah, I was
you
already
was the
there.
homie that was.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah, I was
man,
there
damn, that's
already. I was
crazy.
like calling niggas where y'all at. You know what I'm saying? Hurry up, all that shit. But Draco, one of the people you can't rush.
Hmm.
That nigga sleep all he stay up all night rapping, sleep until you know what I'm saying, the afternoon type shit. It was one of them days and then he lost his phone. He was searching all through his house, big ass mansion for his phone and shit. Took even longer. So he got there hella late type shit. Like if he was there earlier, like I think a lot of other artists that was on his side probably would have, you know what I'm saying, stayed with him. It would have been a different situation. But the fact that he came so late and then all the people that was on his side had already like performed and left. So we was just in there with like our immediate group. And mind you, we had like writers in there, like, you know what I'm saying? We had one security guard, which was Cooper, and then we had like, you know what I'm saying, girls, writers, and then like this distinct team homies and a couple other homies type of shit like that. But since they limited our tickets, he had to choose between like getting a lot of security or, you know what I'm saying, giving the tickets to the homies type of shit. And we always move with just Cooper for Draco type shit. Nobody else really needed security, especially on the streets. We kind of secure ourselves. So like that's why he only had like one security because they wasn't even trying to give us like extra passes for more security and shit. Like I was doing all the email leading up, arguing with him and shit. They tried to give us like 7 tickets. I got it up to like 11 or 15 or something like that. But yeah, so
Yeah,
yeah, that's why he didn't have that many security guard with him and shit like that. And obviously, we didn't think nothing like that was gonna happen after Rolling Loud. We thinking like that's how festivals go. We didn't know like niggas is sneaking certain type of, you know what I'm saying, shit in for their benefit and shit like that. Like we didn't know none of that. Like we be on the streets. We don't really play with like, you know what I'm saying, bullshit like that. Like, yeah, we won't be playing like that. It's
yeah,
hand weapons and shit like that. Like we won't be on that like type shit. But I guess at the festivals, people know to
yeah,
sneak it in. 'Cause you could get into a fight and shit like that. But like I say, we never did festivals, so we never necessarily knew that type shit. It's like a out of our element type of situation. Okay.
Ooh, um, you know what I'm saying, on as far as fashion design. You know what I'm saying? What made you wanted to get in to wanted to get into that lane?
Like I said earlier, I just fell into that shit. Like I was already like fashionable type of shit, so it just kind of like fell into my lap after I like made a couple little designs and shit. People wanted to buy it, and then mind you, I was doing this shit since like 2012. Like I've been making clothes for a minute type shit. So
Mm,
yeah, it's like I seen all the little transitions of people.
yeah,
First, when I was doing it, I was doing it on like Facebook. Instagram was barely a thing. Like it wasn't that many like local clothing brand designers. That was more for like rich people and shit. Like people didn't see the idea that you can kind of like make money from like flipping clothes and shit at that point. So like yeah, I just realized that shit a little early, and then for me, realize it's good money in that shit and follow through. Mind you, I'm already like a fashion orientated type of individual. I always feel me got some drip on, some sauce on, some shit like that. So it just kind of like fell in my lap type shit. It wasn't nothing I was playing. Like I wasn't in high school. Like oh, I'm gonna be a fashion designer or nothing like that.
yeah. Um, Politics in the music industry, on the West Coast. How
Shit, gang banging kind of like gang banging influenced that shit a little bit. Like you know what I'm saying? It's just politics based on like for the most part way since like Pac and them like with Death Row and shit like that. Like the Bloods like Suge Knight and shit. Like they kind of got like the industry. they kind of got like the industry plugs like straight through the gate. So if you're not really locked in with them, then you know what I'm saying, you kind of like on the outside looking in a sense. This shit freezing again. Maybe I'm just oh shit. Oh shit. I'm gonna go get on the Wi-Fi, see if that shit help. But yeah, that shit, the blood's been kind of like running the music industry, so that shit fuck with the politics a little bit as far as like if you're not really locked in like with some niggas that's higher up. You said Draco what? No, you said what, brother? You said as far as Draco and who again, brother? So how did that situation happen?
Yeah, and how did you feel about that situation?
Shit, that shit, some goofy shit. And in all honesty, I mean, niggas start beefing
Hmm.
for like think nothing really. I guess YG cool with some people that the people that Draco cool with
Hmm.
beefed with on some gang street shit. Like they hoods didn't really get along. So
Yeah.
I guess YG couldn't really like support Draco out loud in a sense. Um,
Hmm.
so then I guess that's kind of like what like kicked the beef off a little bit.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, like yeah. So then I think YG like shouted out like Bobby Smurder or some shit. To my
I
free a real
remember that.
nigga.
I remember
Yeah.
that.
And Draco,
Yeah.
like, what you mean? Like, I'm from LA. Like, nigga ain't shout out me. And YG was on some, like, bro, nigga, fuck with you type shit. But, you know what I'm saying? You know, it go, like, the politics behind that. So Draco, like, nigga, then nigga, unfollow me. What you follow me for type shit. And from there, just,
Yeah.
like, spiral further and further type shit. Niggas start bumping heads
Yeah.
on other situations and shit like that after a while. Turned into what it is. But that's just some cornball shit to me. In all
Yeah.
honesty.
Yeah. Because
That
they, it's crazy from the outside looking in. They both, two talented dudes. You know what I mean? I felt like how Draco and y'all was coming. It was nothing, and I'm not even from LA. I'm from Detroit. But me just being a fan of music, because I was telling K7 the same thing. Like, you know, y'all just really set a different type of tone. You know what I'm saying? Especially with Draco. Like Draco set a different type of tone far as LA music, period. You know what I'm saying? I've always been a fan of music. You know what I'm saying? I listen to everything, you know what I mean? So him, he definitely was a
yeah, I think your shit cut out again.
like it's crazy. You know what I mean? He different style and
Yeah, I know this ain't my shit now. Catchy. Your shit going in and out now. I'm on Wi-Fi for sure now, so it ain't my shit. But you said, well, how was my relationship with Catchy, brother? What you guys said? You said what again? Oh shit! I ain't even try to do that. Oh, that's hard. You said what again, brother? What'd you say? Oh
Catch
yeah,
your
that was
breath.
my little bro. His first girlfriend was my sister actually. So like he was kind of like young outside, like early and shit, because he was like in a like a what you call that shit, like a group home to where they gave him his own like house type shit, like when he was like 15 or 16. But since he dated my sister, like his first girlfriend, he was always at my house type shit. So he was like really like my little brother type shit on some shit like that. And then like he used to be wearing my clothes. He actually did like one of my first photo shoots for my brand like years ago type shit. But he was always wearing my shit, and I think Draco seen him wearing my shit and like he told like hit me up like, bro, what's up with you? I can't get no clothes, bro. You fuck with this nigga Catchy more than me or some shit like that. And then ever since then, that's when me and Draco locked in. I started plugging in with my clothes and shit like that. That was like 2015 type shit. Your service going in and out, brother. I can't even hear you no more. Yeah, your service tripping. I can't hear none of your questions no more.
You hear me now?
Yeah, there you go. What you say?
No, I was saying like you said since 2015.
Hell yeah, yep, yep. That's when I started fucking with Draco heavy, with like plugging in with my clothes, and he was wearing my shit and shit like that. Yeah, yeah, 2016. Raider, Raider, bed.
Damn.
Your nails, boy. I'm doing the interview real quick. Um, you said what again? Yeah, I don't know, brother. This shit, I can't even hear you. Yeah, that shit's still skipping. Yeah, I don't know. Nah, it's going in and out. Yeah, this shit's skipping out the game, brother. Nah, I only get like one word. Still can't even hear you. No, I I kind of like it's like skipping though. They ain't cleared.
You you still can't hear
There
me?
you go. I think it's better. Yeah, it's better now. But you're Nintendo.
Say
It's
this.
doing it.
Shout out to
Yeah, that shit ain't working, brother.
you said it's not working?
There you go. You said I can hear that, but yeah, you said shout out to who?
No.
Yeah, that shit crazy. Now. Blue pesos. Yeah, the little bros definitely in blue pesos. Yeah, them my little bros for sure. Am I cutting out? Like you can hear me clear?
It was cutting out.
Yeah, yours is cutting all the way out. I don't know if it's on my side. I'm on the interview, but give me a second.
Damn. Um. So they got so OTM got a relationship with AAU basketball team.
Oh yeah, we about to start an AAU basketball team type shit. We just started planning that shit like last week. I'm doing an interview.
Man, that's tight. That's
Yeah, yeah, for the kids like 13 through
tight.
16.
And you know what? You know what's crazy? Because I've been following them um from the very beginning. I
Yeah,
remember when they first dropped their first album, their first tape. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So that's tight. To see them when they first started to now. You know what I'm saying. That's man, hell yeah. That's 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 some work in progress type shit.
Oh, I just told you, give me a second once I'm
Yeah,
done.
that's
No cap, no
that
cap.
that's that's tight. Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Cause
sure,
I'm
brother.
definitely a fan of I'm definitely a fan of OTM. So for them to be, you know what I'm saying, having a relationship with, you know what I mean, AAU basketball team, that's a big look. Um how when they first came around, um, how did you feel about OTM? Did you feel like did you already know that they was gonna get where they at now? Or you just you was just rolling, you know what I mean, just
Shit,
rolling,
I support.
you know what I'm
I
saying?
support all the bros. You know what I'm saying? I support all the bros the same way type shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, like I support all the bros the exact same way. So, um, like everybody around me, I be assuming have the potential to be as big as possible type of thing.
yeah,
But yeah, I never really like put it on a scale like how big somebody gonna be and decide how I fuck with them or some shit like that.
yeah. Damn, that's how I know because man, they've been going up like ever since. You know what I'm
No cap.
saying?
We just they just stay consistent and keep going type of thing and then just go from there. But yeah, they definitely going up at a high rate for sure.
Yeah, yeah, most definitely, most definitely. How do you feel, man? How do you feel about Draco actually being featured on Game New app? You know, on his new project, on you know what I'm saying, the documentary 3. Because when I was going through the track list, the other day when I seen Draco, I'm like, damn, he got Draco on. I ain't gonna lie, I was a little bit surprised out because I'm like, because Game been doing his thing for many years, for really decades now.
Your shit skipping again. But yeah, that shit was crazy him being on game shit for sure. Yeah, it's messing up, brother. We probably gonna have to run it back or some shit another day or something like that because this shit's still fucking up. Half the interview just been like this. Cap. Niggas gotta get some better service next time type of thing.
Yeah, so, yeah, man, I'm man, all man. Listen, I'm a I'm gonna be out. I'm gonna come out there very, very soon, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you know, to LA, probably like in a couple of months. You know what I'm
No
saying?
cap. We
And
could
I'm
do
a
something in person. That'll be straight.
yeah, yeah, man. Cause you know what I mean. Like, I, man, I don't know what the hell. You know what I mean? But that's just letting me know I gotta. It's time for me to just, you know what I'm saying, come out there and put it all together. But no, what I was just saying, like, how did you feel about, you know what I'm saying, seeing your fellow, you know what I mean,
Oh yeah, Draco on
brother
game tape. Yeah,
on
that shit legendary. That shit
yeah,
legendary as hell. I kind of heard a little bit of that. You asking that, but yeah, that shit legendary as hell. The documentary's always been some big ass tapes and hip hop type shit. I mean, even though game kind of like not to say wash, but wash type of shit. Like you know what I'm saying. In my opinion, as far as like the youth and shit like that, but for Draco to be on there, that's legendary. That kind of show his power and shit like that. Especially like with all the other people that was on there and shit like that too. And obviously, game being the blood, and a lot of bloods kind of say they don't fuck with him. That shit big as hell. That just adds to his legacy right there and his influence type shit.
yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. It's, you know, I was telling Casey like, you know, it's a few people I wish I could have got a chance to actually
Uh,
meet in
yeah,
the
you're
flesh.
saying that like
You know
Nip,
what I'm saying?
Nip, Draco, and
Nip, Draco,
Tupac.
Pop. Yeah, oh man. And them three dudes right there, man. Like honestly, like I put on my dead uncle. If I could have met them three dudes, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I feel like even with Draco, his impact and his influence, I think it would have been bigger. He would have damn near been on like honestly on some like Michael Jackson, Tupac shit, and them is like two of
Yeah,
my
he
favorite
is.
artists. You know what I'm
Yeah, in
saying?
my opinion, he is already on some like new age Pac shit. Like, you know what I mean? He the topic of conversation on
Yeah,
everything to do with social media nowadays. Like these niggas mention him for clout, like at an unprecedented rate. Like they mention him anytime they get a chance. They for sure they do an interview about anything in LA. They gonna bring up Draco. Like at this point, so he pretty much I feel like he
yeah,
already he got to that level, especially after everything that didn't happen and shit like that. He definitely on that level for sure.
yeah. I feel like his you know what I mean, his lifestyle and how he was carrying it. You know, it's if you if you think about it, him and Pac's life is somewhat similar far as when like how when Draco came out, how all the music he was putting out, and you know what I'm saying, and it's some very similarities there. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
Man, yeah, man, I think Draco he definitely was next. You know what I'm saying? All the way next up, far as like the influence. And you know what made y'all? You know, like even I was just telling somebody I know, like even with like him or just y'all, I think what made y'all stand out was just like the the mannerism, and you know what I'm saying, just it wasn't a typical like LA type of type of thing, you know what I mean, far as like
Rap. Draco and
because if you
Distinction,
think
they
about
created their
LA,
whole own lingo. They got their own lingo, their own style. It's like the new LA. It's not like, I'm saying what your typical LA is, like you were saying. It's like a whole new style, like unseen, all new words, all new slogans, even like the style, like we're not wearing
mm-hmm,
like Dickie suits and Chuck Taylors and all that shit that niggas be wearing. We went away from that. We was all designer, high fashion type shit. So it's
mm-hmm,
like a whole new look for
yeah,
how like LA really is. Like, because people out of the state, they'll look at LA like just this big ass gang banging, like, you know what I'm saying, area red and blue and shit like that, and obviously Mexican politics and shit like that. But us, like, we all like non-affiliates, and like we was like get money niggas, so we experienced this LA life a little different. Like, you know what I'm saying, we show the fly shit at LA instead of it, you know what I'm saying, always being about like some beefing with gangs. Obviously, like we got our own beef after the fact through association, but yeah, like we got a whole different perspective on what LA really is. Like, you know what I'm saying? We spending
Yeah.
money, we going to the fanciest restaurants, you know what I'm saying? We all driving foreign cars. We all, you know what I'm saying? We just live life a little
Hmm.
different. Distinct team in general. Draco was like a founder of that, like Mr. Foreign Whip Crasher, like, you know what I'm saying, bust down rollies and, you know what I'm saying, fly jury, all that. Like, niggas started that. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's good
Yeah.
that, you know what I'm saying, he was in a position to put eyes on that side of LA type shit. You know what I mean? Some pretty cool shit.
Yeah, man. And that's the whole thing about it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just because when I really got up on Draco, I was just looking like, man, this, you know what I mean? And like I said, I'm all the way from Detroit, and I was just looking like, man, this ain't the,
Yeah,
you know what I'm
we
saying? Because I
Draco
grew
fuck
up,
with the Detroit niggas too, like Icewear Vizo
yeah,
and Babyface Ray and all them.
Vezo,
Like they
yep,
fuck with us heavy. Like yeah,
yeah.
Vezo. Yeah, like and I guess
Hmm.
like Detroit style kind of like real similar. Like it go hand in hand with LA
Listen,
style,
bro,
like that shit
listen.
talking and shit like
Yes,
that.
dog. Like a lot of things, not to cut your wisdom, a lot of things that we go
You
through
good.
out here and the things that be going on out here in Detroit, man. See, this the thing. Like I was telling K7, Detroit is small. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
a lot of things, a lot of shit popping off and stuff like that. But like it's a lot of similarities when you talk about like Detroit to LA, you know what I mean? Just the whole, you know what I mean, certain dudes that's on some fly shit or just, you know what I'm saying, you'll be able to see it, but man, like it's a lot of similarities, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
a
for sure.
whole
Detroit, the
a
difference is
whole
with out there, like y'all don't really got too many politics. Y'all more so just, you know what I'm saying, represent y'all where y'all from, like as far as like y'all area and shit ain't really like gangbang politics. So most of the rappers out there, they all kind of like rap together and put each other on. Like even like Rio
yeah,
and fucking all them and Mike and all the RMC Mike, all them, they all kind of got like a big
yeah.
ass spider
Now
web
see this
together.
listen,
It like pull each other up.
yeah. Now see this the thing, like
Skilla baby.
with Rio, yeah, with Rio and Mike and all of them, like they from Flint. So Flint from here, I'm from Detroit. I'm from the west side. So but Flint from
Yeah.
here is like an hour, probably like an hour and like 20 minutes away. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Skilla baby, he actually from the west side of Detroit, you know what I mean? But you know, it really just now getting to the point where, you know, everybody is unified and you know what I'm saying, and coming together and making
Yeah, for
songs.
sure. I know it's
Cause at a
beef
point
because
in
I see
time,
that nigga. I see that nigga
what you
Skilla.
say? I
He
hear
got ops and shit. Obviously, they got ops
you.
everywhere.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? They
yeah,
got
yeah.
beef everywhere. I think Skilla be beefing with niggas and shit like that. What's that nigga name? He beef with I forgot, but yeah, it feel like
Uh,
it's the same type of vibe out here. Like, you know what I mean? But for the most part, like a lot of the Detroit artists, they rock together type of shit. You know what I mean? They bring each other up. Like that's what's pretty cool about that.
yeah, and yeah, man, shout out and definitely shout out to y'all, man, because y'all show a lot of love to the D. You know what I'm saying? Because I even be looking at, you know what I'm saying? I be looking at a lot of like even Chiefin. You know what I'm saying? I be looking at like his stories, and he be showing love and playing a lot of Detroit. You know what I'm saying? Like Rio and Mike and all
Yeah,
of them.
Draco.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, Draco really. See, yeah, Draco fucked with Detroit music heavy. He made that shit like a popular thing for LA niggas to be like listening to Detroit niggas or even like rocking with Detroit niggas and shit. Draco kind of like was a part of bridging that gap for sure.
He
He had
definitely
songs with
was,
them
man.
niggas
And I
way
ain't
long
tip.
time ago.
Yeah, and you know what? He was the because even I was looking at Ralphie. I don't listen to Ralphie first album. What was it? Ling Bopper. Um, and
Rapper
he
Overnight.
had about Rapper Overnight. That's another one. But his very first one, you know what I'm saying? He had a lot of songs with Band Gang Lonnie. Lonnie was on like maybe 4 or 5 songs on Ralph's first album. Like a lot of niggas don't even
Hell
know
yeah.
that, you know what I'm saying? So
No cap.
yeah,
Hell
man, you
yeah.
know what I mean? So,
The niggas been
yeah,
locked in with
because it's a
Detroit since
lot
the
of sim
beginning.
yeah, it's a lot of similarities. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Mo all the way.
Yeah,
How do
no
you
cap.
feel
There ain't a lot.
about yeah, yeah. How you feel about, the whole this whole Keefy D um situation that's going on. You know what I'm saying? What
The
is your
pop
thoughts
shit.
about
That
that
pop shit.
situation? Yeah,
Shit,
yeah,
reality shit. That shit was like a long time ago. That nigga Keith D kind of just did his podcast thing, talked his way into, you know what I'm saying, his whole little situation, in my opinion. That nigga been talking about that shit for years. You know what I mean? Then everybody else that
yeah.
had something to do with it, them niggas all like dead type of shit. So he the last one left. The nigga was writing books. Like he kind of like one of the forefront of niggas getting on the internet and like telling on themselves type of shit. Like we don't really condone in that. We don't be getting on the internet like gossiping about real
Hmm.
life events and all that shit. Like that's kind of corny. So yeah, I'm saying like
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, like my cousin, I think that's like my cousin uncle or something, Keefe D, like this from Southside and shit like that.
Mm.
But I don't got nothing against him or nothing like that. But yeah, he kind of just a old nigga didn't know what this internet was about. Just was getting on doing interviews, yapping about shit and all type of shit, and got himself into a trick box for sure.
Yeah.
Tricked
Yeah.
himself out of his spot.
Yeah.
He
Definitely.
didn't really got a spot. He put himself in that position for sure. I don't know how it's gonna go or how they gonna what they gonna make of it. He gonna you know what I'm saying get guilty or not guilty. I really don't know. I don't be paying attention to shit like court trials and shit like that. That shit PTSD. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's crazy. Pac was a big dude type of shit. You know what I mean? So it's about time. Like it's a long time since his death done got, you know what I'm saying, solved type of shit. So I'm pretty sure for the people that love him, they, you know what I'm saying, probably think it's well overdue. But me, I don't wish jail on nobody. So it's like shit, the streets will handle it if it's that serious type of thing. Other than that, I don't know nothing about no murders. I don't know nothing about no killings. Like Draco said,
Yeah.
only thing I know is what I
Yeah.
know and mind my business.
Yeah. For sure. For sure. Yeah, man. It's just it's crazy that it's just like it's almost like to the point where Pac is just I ain't gonna say getting his just due, but like it's been about 30 some years and it's like now a
Yeah, he
lot of
like,
people are starting to see everything
yep, him
unfold.
and Draco. Yeah, him and Draco deaths is probably like two hip hop deaths that's like haven't been solved yet. His obviously is way longer, but Draco's too. Like unsolved type of situations like that and shit like that. I mean, back then it was way easier to get away with shit. It wasn't so much internet, you know what I mean? So for him, Keefe D get on the internet and just talk about it the whole way, get himself in that's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Kind of crazy.
Yeah. It is. It's all it most definitely is. Um do you think it will ever be and I gotta ask you this, do you think it'll ever be a stink team album? Possibly.
Shit. I remember Draco was talking about some shit like that. As far as like everybody from Sting Team on tape, I mean, I can't necessarily say that'll be something like you would have to ask like Ralph or something if that was something he wanted to do. But I think we doing another
Yeah,
Sting's Got It Off the Muscle tape, like with OTM and like the Sting Team. We did like Sting's Got It Off the Muscle before. That was pretty cool.
yeah,
It did some pretty good numbers, and we working on it. We had a couple sessions. We working on that right now, type shit. So that's probably the next closest thing we gonna get to something like that, where the group actually
yeah,
get together. Because this ain't really it never Sting Team never been like no like rap group. It's just been a bunch of niggas that rap. You know what I'm saying, that fuck with each other. It ain't never been like no, you know what I'm saying, Jackson
hmm,
Five, like West Side Connection type of vibes at all. Everybody just did their own thing type shit.
yeah, yeah,
No cap. But
yeah.
maybe though,
That
maybe one day, you know, man, if it lined up right, everybody in the studio together and shit like that, maybe. But for the most part, I think Sting's Got It Off the Muscle. The next thing that's close to something like a group project.
yeah, hell yeah. Man, yeah. I think that'll be. I think definitely the fans, all the Sting Team fans, will wanna, you know what I'm saying, want to see something like that.
Hell yeah.
Just basically, you know what I mean, just because it's so many songs that probably that's never been, you know what I'm saying, released. I know Draco got a lot of verses, and you know what I'm saying. So
Hell yeah.
I think the
These
fans
niggas
would love
record crazy.
it.
No cap. These niggas
Yeah,
record a lot of songs, like so many songs. I'm pretty sure it's enough songs out there to put
yeah,
it
man,
together.
and
You just have to get
yeah,
busy and put it together type shit.
yeah, and then and then even too, like, you know, like I said, I stay up on a lot of things. So like, even with like OTM, man, with Duffy and Pesos, you know them, you know, hell yeah, like songs on top of songs. Cause even K7 was telling me like, man, shit, you know, Draco got a lot of he got so much music for another like seven or he was saying like another 7 or 8 albums. You know what I'm saying? So to hear
Jeez,
that,
yeah.
that let
Yeah,
me
I can.
know that, you know what I'm saying, that just let me know that, you know, Draco had a whole lot of music. So yeah. Um
Hell yeah, he do got a
where
whole
do
bunch of
you
music.
yeah, that'll man, that'll be tight. That'll be tight. You know what I'm saying? To actually probably get like a full Stink Team project. I think that'll be
Yeah,
hell yeah. I think that'll
no cap. Yeah, yeah. It's gonna be
that
Sting's Got It Off the Muscle for sure.
so it's gonna be Stinks Off the Muscle
Yeah, part
like
two.
part two type. Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I yeah. And I definitely got the first one on my phone. So um yeah, man. It's just that, you know what I mean? Like, I think the reason what made y'all, you know, stand out was just, you know what I mean? Just from the music, the lingo, you know what I'm saying? The whole style and all of that. Because even with Draco and Ralphie, they didn't come out like the typical LA rapper, you know what I'm saying? It was something different. And then on top, and then I think for the one, you know what I mean? I know for a fact it was, you know, a lot of probably different LA rappers that, you know, felt some type of way, you know what I mean? Because Draco really, you know what I'm saying? He really set the tone for, you know, for different things. So man, I know a lot of dudes
Yeah, yeah.
was, you know, yeah, man. I know you hands on seen it like yeah, these, you know what I mean? So hell
No
yeah.
cap. Yeah.
Yeah. Um who who will be the next? I mean, like not. I mean, like who is coming after? Like, you know, who like far as like OTM, who is coming after that you would say to be to have a look? You know what I mean? If you had a chance to um if you had a chance to far as like who would you who would be next under like the whole OTM wave? You know what I'm saying? That people need to look out for.
OTM, we kind of like a label too. So we got a couple artists actually under OTM now. We got like 28 Shots and Deuce the Joint. Them two right there, both like under OTM. That's like separate from some Sting Team shit. Cause like, you know what I'm saying? OTM kind of,
Yeah,
we all still connected, you know what I'm saying, through the legacy, but OTM kind of do their own thing. So they got like artists that's actually signed to them. So it'd be like Deuce the Joint or 28 Shots. They both probably like next up. If they, you know what I'm saying, work ethic match up with, you know what I'm saying, the situation, they go crazy. No cap, yeah, he go crazy. He be gassing. Who, as far as Deuce or and 28 Shots or OT? Shit, every session, we be doing sessions like, we be doing like probably 3, 4 sessions a week. Last night we did some crazy shit that's like, damn, this shit need to be out. It's they got too many songs. They got like probably 1,000 unreleased songs type of shit. They record every day, damn near.
yeah. Um, what? How did Let me see. How did you 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 know like what? How did the tone change, or how did things change once you know what I'm saying? Like after you know what I mean after the whole incident happened with Draco. How did that shape things? Far as like after that, unfortunately, you know what I'm saying, night happened.
Shit, for the most part, niggas just got more hungry, want to keep the truth alive, keep spreading its legacy. It just put like fire, fuel on the fire type of shit. Like it turned everybody up. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that, you know what I'm saying, really was dedicated to doing this for sure. It turned everybody up. Made sure niggas gotta, you know what I'm saying, hear the truth. You know what I'm saying? Can't forget the truth. Keep the truth
Yeah,
alive. In other words, type shit. It put a fire under us though for sure. Like we
yeah,
got a lot to prove, even though like everybody say we doing good right now, but like we got way more to prove. We just barely feel like we just getting started.
yeah, yeah. Um,
Okay.
I I could definitely see OTM. You know what I mean? Having what I'm saying, getting signed. Well, not so much signed, but you know, potentially getting a lot of offers on the table because to see
Yeah,
how
we
they
already
started.
OTM already get. They already got a lot of offers a couple times. We passed up on a lot of them because we pretty much already get like pretty good deals, like directly through like distributors and shit like that. But we doing deals for they solos right now. We talking to a couple of companies, but pretty much all these independent labels, Empire, Create, um, all them little labels, they came in offered something once upon a time. We just was like, nah, we doing it Draco way. We gonna keep it the way he wanted it type shit. Strictly independent, make more money off our music that way. Nah, unfortunately not. They don't have no more release. Nah, not with OTM. Like, nah, not with OTM. They were supposed to do a whole tape together, but like they only came around like his last 4, 5, maybe like he was only out of jail like a year before he died. They came around probably the last 8 months out of that year, so they didn't really get to work too much together. They just, you know what I'm saying, got to gang a little bit and it was a lot of shit going on. So it wasn't really like they was always in the studio with him type shit like that. I think they got like 2 songs with him and that's all they ever got to get. If they did though, it would be a cold day in hell. That's for sure. They had more. They got that tape out the way because they complimented his style so well. You know what I mean? They like his youth. Like
Yeah,
he made their style in a sense. Like they look up to him and shit. So it would have just sounded crazy together type shit. But yeah,
yeah,
they didn't get the chance though, unfortunately.
yeah. Is you yeah? Is you working on any new far as your far as your brand and your clothing line? Are you working on um any new merch that
Yeah, I got some shit
that the
dropping in
people should be
fall for
looking
sure.
out for?
Yeah, I just dropped some crazy ass short sets for summer, and I got some crazy shit coming for fall. Like I got glasses and belts and gloves and s-
Oh man,
sweatsuits. That's
oh so
completely
them
different.
shades is
Like,
oh
yeah, these little 10 royalty.
damn. So yeah. Yeah, them
No,
is them hard as hell. Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
yeah, I got
Yeah,
a
man, I'm gonna
couple
have to cop
covers.
up. You know what I'm
No cap.
saying? Yeah,
The
you
link
know
in my
what?
bio on Instagram.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go put them up probably like this week type shit. Probably Monday. I'm gonna have them on the site. They not on the site yet though.
okay.
But it's
Yeah,
a couple.
I
It's a
had
couple
sent.
sweatsuits and shit on there. Sure.
Yeah, I had sent K7 like 3 shirts. I don't know if he got them yet, but you know what I'm saying. I got some little merch that I'm working on. You know what I'm saying. I'm really about to go full. You know what I'm saying, full throttle with the shit, but I just sent him like 3 shirts, but yeah, definitely. I'm definitely gonna cop some. You know what I'm saying? Get some merch from you,
Yeah, for sure.
definitely. Because when I seen it, I was like, yeah, that shit is hard. The track suit, the track jacket that you got with the shorts and
Yeah,
stuff
no
like
cap.
that. I'm like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, about to drop that.
yeah,
That shit kind of going crazy right now.
yeah. So
No,
yeah, I'm
no
definitely
cap. It's good. I'll send you the links and shit. I'll put it together. We'll get it right. Don't even trip. Just let me know what you want and shit. I'll give you the team price and shit on that shit.
yeah, man. Hell yeah, I definitely appreciate that, man. Because you know what I mean.
That is
Because
good.
even with even being here, you know what I'm saying. I try to, you know what I'm saying, uh, stand out far as even with the fashion. Because I'm up on all of that. Try to, you know, stand out from everybody else. So yeah, most hell yeah, most definitely. Um, yeah, man. Cause I got some merch I'm working on too. That like far as like t-shirts and little stuff like that. I want to get and more into it, far as having more stuff, far as like track suits and stuff like that. So yeah. Um.
No cap. Yeah, I be manufacturing for
So
niggas too.
what's?
If you need some help, let me know.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. I didn't even know that. Oh yeah, hell yeah. I'm gonna
Yeah, I
definitely
help most of the girls get their shit started.
man.
It's
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
Just
yeah. I'm
send me
gonna
your number and
definitely.
shit. We'll get some shit going.
I am. I'm a definitely DM you my number once we get off of here. Um.
Yeah.
So what is coming? What's up and coming with you and OTM that people need to be looking out for?
They both finna drop some solo projects type shit. Duffy and Blue Pesos, they're gonna drop some solo shit. They got a collab with Deuce coming. They got Sting's got it off the muscle to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Damn, he's already froze. Oh man. Can you hear me?